From Mama's kitchen to the world stage, the Hilda Baci story. In Nigeria, food is never just about eating. Food is identity. Food is community. Food is joy. Among all the dishes that define our culture, one reigns supreme: jollof rice. It is the undisputed king of Nigerian Owambi parties, the crown jewel of weddings and birthdays, and the one dish that unites and divides West Africa at the same time. Ghana may argue, Senegal may lay claim, but when Nigeria says our jollof is the best, the whole world pays attention. Yet for one young Nigerian woman, jollof rice was not just about pride. It became her weapon, her voice, and the ladder she climbed to global recognition. She is Hilda Effiong Bassey, known across the world as Hilda Baci, and she turned her passion for food into a movement, a celebration, and a record-breaking legacy. Her story begins far away from the global spotlight, in the quiet streets of Akwa Ibom. Hey, kitchens are classrooms and mothers are professors of taste. Hilda's first lessons were not in culinary schools or fancy restaurants. They were in her mother's firewood kitchen, where smoke curled into the air, and the aroma of spices carried into the neighborhood long before dinner was served. Her mother, Mrs. Bassey, was not a celebrity, but she had the gift of cooking with love. In her hands, even the simplest meal felt like a feast. For Hilda, watching her mother cook was like watching an artist paint. She absorbed everything: the timing of adding spices, the patience of stirring, the care that went into every dish. Little Hilda would often imitate her mother, stirring imaginary pots with sticks, pretending to taste food with her tiny fingers, and laughing as she played chef. No one could have imagined then that this playful girl would one day stir the largest pot of jollof rice the world had ever seen. If neighbors had known, perhaps they would have lined up to buy tickets just to watch her practice. As she grew, her passion for food did not fade. But like many dreams in Nigeria, the journey was not simple. She moved to Lagos, the city of endless hustle, where every young person comes chasing opportunities. Lagos is a city that either buries dreams or polishes them into diamonds. For Hilda, it became her furnace. She worked, trained, and hustled in kitchens that demanded speed, precision, and consistency. But she brought something unique: flair. She was not just cooking, she was performing. Each dish was presented with elegance, each spice carried her signature. Soon, Nigerians began to notice. She gained fans not just for the taste of her food, but for the personality behind it. She combined skill with charisma, confidence with creativity. From small beginnings, she built her brand and became a recognizable face in the Nigerian culinary scene. While others saw cooking as just business, Hilda saw it as storytelling. She believed every plate carried a message, every meal could connect people. And with that belief, she set herself apart. Then came May 2023, the turning point that changed everything. Hilda decided to attempt the Guinness World Record Cook-a-thon. The idea was daring, almost unbelievable, cooking nonstop for days to break the world record. Many doubted her. Some asked why she would put herself through such stress. But Hilda had a vision. She wanted to show the world the strength of Nigerian women. She wanted to prove that determination, fueled by passion, could defy exhaustion. Lagos became the stage. The city that never sleeps now became the kitchen that never closed. From the moment the clock started, Hilda cooked relentlessly. The aroma of her food mixed with the excitement of the crowd. People gathered day and night. Celebrities stopped by to cheer her on. Politicians, business leaders, students, families, everyone wanted to be part of history. It was not just Hilda's challenge anymore. It became a national movement. Nigerians across the country tuned in online, sending messages of support, praying for her strength. Hour after hour, she pressed on. 93 hours and 11 minutes. That is more than 4 days of constant cooking. Imagine chopping onions for that long, stirring stew without pause, plating dishes when your body screams for sleep. Yet Hilda kept smiling, dancing, even cracking jokes as the cameras rolled. Her resilience became the talk of the world. And when Guinness confirmed her record, the roar of joy in Nigeria was deafening. Hilda Baci had cooked her way into history, and the entire nation claimed her victory. But for Hilda, that was only the beginning. She looked at jollof rice, the one dish that truly unites Nigerians, and decided to go even bigger. The world's biggest pot of jollof rice. It sounded almost ridiculous, but Hilda thrives where others hesitate. She gathered her team, assembled gigantic utensils, and prepared for a feat the world would never forget. The day of the event, it was not just cooking, it was a festival. The pot itself was monumental, so massive it looked like a small swimming pool. The paddles used to stir it resembled oars from a canoe. Steam rose into the sky like a signal to the heavens, and the aroma carried across the crowd, pulling in everyone from children to elders. Thousands gathered, cheering, laughing, recording videos, and of course, lining up for a taste. The scene was a true Nigerian celebration, music, dancing, clapping, and endless plates of jollof being shared. For Nigerians, this moment carried weight. Jollof rice is more than food. It is culture. It is the taste of weddings, Christmas, birthdays, and festive gatherings. It is the meal that unites rich and poor, young and old, city dwellers and villagers. To see the world's biggest pot of jollof cooked by one of their own was a moment of pride that cannot be measured. Hilda was no longer just a chef. She had become a cultural icon. Her impact reached beyond the kitchen. Hilda inspired a generation of young Nigerians. She showed them that greatness does not always begin with money or privilege. Sometimes it begins in a mother's pot, with lessons of patience and resilience. She taught that passion, when pursued with courage, can carry you from a small town in Akwa Ibom to the world stage. Children now dream of becoming chefs because of her. Vendors in local markets celebrate her name. Social media lights up with hashtags honoring her. For once, Nigerians united not around politics or football, but around the triumph of one woman and her pots. Hilda cooked more than food. She cooked inspiration. She cooked resilience. She cooked a legacy that will last for generations. To every Nigerian youth listening to this story, remember, your dream may start small, but it can grow as large as the world's biggest pot of jollof rice. Your beginning may be humble, but your future can be global. Hilda's journey is living proof that firewood kitchens can create international legends. She did not just cook jollof. She cooked her way into history. And as the world applauds, Nigerians will always remember her not just as a record breaker, but as a daughter of the soil who turned passion into glory. Long live jollof. Long live Hilda Baci. Long live Nigeria.